Hello and welcome to a bit of Dominion commentary. I am going to be commentating a match between slimharpo and ItsYee, who are in the H division. The Dominion League has expanded dramatically this season, and I am curious to see what play looks like in the H division. And I'm also, I will admit, was inspired by slimharpo's username. Slimharpo is great, a great blues artist. If you like blues music and aren't familiar, you should check out his work. But yeah, oh my gosh, this board has possession. Already off to a heck of a start then. Oh my. So is possession a thing that you do on this board? Worth noting that you do not get victory points, victory point chips. If you possess somebody and they accumulate victory point chips, you do not get those victory point chips. So I suspect that means no, you don't, because between Wild Hunt and Groundskeeper, like most of what you want to be doing on this board is getting VP chips, and I mean you can't really do that with possession. So I would not be going for that. I don't know what else. Why? Let's see. slimharpo opened with a potion. I'm not sure what the goal of that was. You can't possibly hit possession on the first shuffle. Yeah, transmute. I don't really see the value in transmute here. Maybe looking to trash estates to golds. I would be looking to trash with Forge, probably. I mean, I'd be looking to get an Old Witch early on. ItsYee gets a moat and a treasure trove. So probably just going to try to be playing some kind of terminal draw money deck. Slimharpo gets the Old Witch. Okay. It's a little awkward with the transmute already in the deck. Okay, so ItsYee grabs an Old Witch. Yeah, I mean, I could see like an Old Witch money thing. I'm not sure I would have wanted to add a moat to that, but I guess we'll see how that works out. I mean, because obviously there's no villages on this board. Other than innovation, but I don't think there's really a good way to take advantage of that. Like, you'd have to stonemason something into like groundskeepers, I guess. But even then, you only play one innovation. So all that allows you to do is play a stonemason plus something else. It's not really that exciting. I don't think I'd be looking to gain stonemasons here. And actually, now that I look at it, Wild Hunt might not be great either. I guess buying stonemason just to get groundskeepers faster might make sense. If you also have a forge, then you play a bunch of groundskeepers and you play a forge and you trash the stonemasons. I could see it. Certainly seems like both players are not too concerned about the fact that they have no terminal space to speak of. Early province for ItsYee. Only one curse handed out so far. Is that a second potion purchased there? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what the strategies are here exactly. Slimharpo with the opportunity to trash a copper into a transmute. That does not seem appealing. But that is the choice. 4p. I don't know what you do with that either. 4 is not really a valuable number to hit on this board at all. I still kind of have to believe that the idea behind these potions is to get possession. I don't really know why else. Like, transmute surely isn't reason enough. But the way they're playing the board, possession doesn't seem like it's going to do a whole lot. I mean, I don't think it would do a whole lot if you were going in for groundskeeper stuff either. But like, you know, for instance here, if ItsYee buys a possession, are they really going to use a possession to get 2 provinces? Well, okay, they don't. And do that anyway, which I think is correct. But yeah, I mean, what was the potion doing if not buying possession? ItsYee takes the Wild Hunt points for all of 2 VP. That seems awfully weak when slimharpo doesn't have a Wild Hunt to begin with. I really would like to see one of them to start buying groundskeepers. Even a couple groundskeepers could make a difference here. Not sure what the Old Witch distribution is right now. I'm not sure if it's 2-2 or 3-1. So I think actually, with the way they're building their decks, a third Old Witch might be reasonable. There's still 6 curses left. There's the possession. The other thing about possession is that these decks are just not that good, which means like even if you have time for your possession to be played and potentially get a province, the fact is you may well not actually get a province out of your opponent's deck. Or you could draw your possession dead like slimharpo just did, and then it doesn't do anything. Rough stuff all around. Buys and gains a moat. Possession isn't actually an attack, so that doesn't get blocked by moat. A lot of very fast play here. I have heard that the lower division play is faster. So slimharpo now has the choice of risking. Oh, interesting. Forge seems a little late for that. If you forge a transmute, I guess I don't actually know how that works. Huh. Well, in any case, it looks like ItsYee has pretty much got this one wrapped up. Yeah, like if you forge, you include the transmute in the forge, I assume that means you get nothing. Which might have actually been preferable there, to be honest. Buys another possession. I don't understand that. Gold would be so much better there, or, I mean, duchy, but doesn't really need a duchy at this point. So transmute action cards into duchies would be useful at this point for slimharpo, but not colliding them right now. And that's game. All right, let's see what those... those decks consisted of. Oh, didn't have time. Shouldn't have responded to that message. Oh well. Okay, so now we've got Scrying Pool. Doctor or Trading Post are the trashers. We still don't have plus actions. Buys a potion here. That makes a lot more sense to me. On this board, Scrying Pool is a very strong card. From a trashing standpoint, not sure whether I'd prefer trying to build up for a big doctor thing or go for Trading Post. Slimharpo gets a talisman. I don't see talisman doing anything here. Talisman is non-victory card, so you're not using it to gain Silk Roads or Estates. It would be kind of interesting to try to do a rush if you could do that, where you do a Silk Road and Estate rush, but as it is, there's no real gainers for that. There's also not really any gainers in general other than like gold gaining from Soothsayer. Well, Jester, there's not like a gainer that is reliable here except for like Soothsayer to gain golds, is what I'm trying to say. So like doing a Silk Road thing is going to be pretty tough. There's no plus buy. So yeah, I don't see Talisman making sense really at all, unless the plan is like to enhance it. I guess I don't know. Like, I mean, you can gain a bunch of secret caves. I don't think that really accomplishes anything, though. I guess in conjunction with Scrying Pool, it can increase your draw, but I'd rather just be focusing on buying the Scrying Pools. So ItsYee picks up a Cartographer. I want a Trasher. I mean, I think Trading Post or Doctor Overpay are both reasonable there. I don't think Cartographer makes a lot of sense. Okay, somebody definitely has 2 potions. I think it's ItsYee. Oh no, ItsYee is the one that got the talisman. Okay, never mind. But somebody does have 2 potions, right? Potion, talisman, silver, Scrying Pool. Oh yeah, Slimharpo got a 2nd potion, which without plus buy, it doesn't do a whole lot either. Yeah, I don't really... Actually, I was going to say I don't really see Enhance coming into play either, but if you get Soothsayer, you can enhance golds into provinces, which is, like, not amazing, but it means you don't need as much money as you would to buy a province. Right? That's 6 money rather than 8 money, so something. Basically, you could power that by having a single gold in your deck at all times, because you have to play the Soothsayer last because there's no villages. So, but if you played a Secret Cave the turn before and discarded with it, you can get the 3 coins for enhance from Secret Cave. You can place you can enhance or place Soothsayer, get a 2nd gold, enhance the gold you already have, gain province. I guess that could be a thing. Hireling, yeah, I'm not really a fan of how slow Hireling is on this board. I do think Jester could be good here as an alternative source of gains. That might be a better option than Soothsayer. I mean, giving out curses definitely has some merit. The trashing on this board is amazing. The slimharpo, I think, should just do a big doctor overpay here. See if they do. Trash 5 cards. Goes for province. Okay. Well. Do you think in general, well, I was going to say I do think in general the scrying pool should be a little stronger than the hirelings, but that's not actually going to be true if slimharpo goes in for greening this early and their deck is not action dense. Doesn't look like either player is really trying to activate their lamp either. Like having one hireling in play would definitely help with activating the lamp. Because it's a unique and you're drawing a card. So I could see the argument for that. Not sure who actually has the Jester. Okay, ItsYee has the Jester. I mean, given that both players are just sort of buying provinces, I think the Jester could come up big here. Assuming ItsYee can keep pace. Slimharpo. 2 hirelings in play, but no scrying pools despite having a potion in their deck, which is a little weird. Discards with the first secret cave, even though the second secret cave, or even though it still had coins in hand. Yeah, I don't really get that either. Buys and gains in a state. What? I do not understand. I also don't understand these aggressive secret cave discards of treasures. Especially when you might end up triggering a shuffle. Or, you know, if you found the other scrying pool. So slimharpo with the first gold of the game will now have the opportunity to enhance that into a province, even if they can't hit 8. So that should be of some benefit. Oh, I didn't update the score. There we go. Give him what? Why would you want another potion? Why would you want another potion? Oh my gosh. Slimharpo once again finding themselves at a deficit. Down a couple provinces, buys an estate. I guess in theory could help, but I don't know, looks like too big of a hole for slimharpo to dig out of at this point, to me, given the way that they've constructed their decks. And I think slimharpo should consider pivoting towards Silk Roads, but I still think it'll take too long. Like, ItsYee will be able to pick up a couple provinces before slimharpo can get enough off of that to make it make a real difference. Well, I suppose if ItsYee keeps just buying duchy, that might stop being the case. Okay, ItsYee actually buys a cartographer there. I think that's reasonable. I think a soothsayer would have also been reasonable. ItsYee can get pretty close to a win this turn by discarding, yeah, double discarding with Secret Cave. The problem for slimharpo is that the Secret Caves aren't doing much because they can't buy province anyway, so they don't like get much value out of the 3 coins just to be able to hit Duchy or Silk Road. Is this silver? If you at this point you need to invest in Silk Roads, and I think that actually means a state might be correct there. All right, so ItsYee easily hits the province, and slimharpo should discard that gold. It does not. Okay, surrender province for slimharpo and ItsYee. The 2-0 lead. Yeah, these are certainly fast games. All right, so this time we've got Bounty Hunter and Scrap and Upgrade as our trashing options. Draw is University Old Witch, I guess. Not very strong draw by any means. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I definitely think it's worth doing. I don't think there's anything that reveals Patron. So no synergy to be found there. But I think, you know, building up a couple of villagers could be pretty nice here so that you don't have to overinvest in universities and you can play like a relatively heavy number of old witches to draw your deck. Slimharpo opening with Marauder, oof. Yeah, I don't like that here. Bounty Hunter is gonna have some fun with that, actually. I mean, it depends on the ruins order, of course, but yeah, Bounty Hunter is like a fairly strong counter to Marauder. I mean, you still want to get thin, and if you're getting hit with Marauder frequently enough, you're not like, you're more treading water than getting thin, but, you know, just get another Bounty Hunter or a Scrap or an Upgrade, and it, you know, it's fine. So, I don't like the Marauder here at all. Workshop, no, what you really, I mean, you don't want like a ton of Oases. You don't want to be discarding that much. You want, you know, you might want a few of like Bounty Hunter, Patron, and maybe Scrap, but I don't really like the Workshop either. All right, once again, potion. This time again, I think it does make sense. Yeah, if this Marauder were a bounty hunter, slimharpo could buy an Old Witch or an upgrade. As it is, not so much. All right, so ItsYee gets a patron. I mean, that's a reasonable card to gain. I would want a potion to be able to get university. I think using workshop to do that would have made sense, but the patron is a reasonable pickup. Another silver for ItsYee. I guess that's fine. I would probably prefer a single scrap to a silver at this point, but it's not a huge deal. Interesting. Slimharpo elects not to junk with the Marauder and instead wants to buy a gold. I don't like that either. I want Old Witch and I want upgrade. I do not want gold. Let's see if ItsYee follows. Yep. Slimharpo with the opportunity to buy a university saves the spoils. Probably wouldn't do that either, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten the Marauder either. But I mean, I think the spoils. You don't need to hit like super high price points. You just added a gold to your deck. All right, so then picks up a silver. All right, I think this hand will force slimharpo to do good things because we got 3P. We can buy another university. We can pick up one of the 5s with the university. ItsYee. Be buying anything here. Just, you know, stockpile a villager. An unfortunate hand insofar as the... Oh my god, why? Estate? What? Why? Okay, yeah. Okay, so ItsYee can bounty hunt an estate and hit 6. I'd really like to see an Old Witch or an upgrade, but okay, picks up the potion. And there's a gold. I'm also predicting here that we're going to see Province from slimharpo, although playing Marauder as sheep is just to avoid playing the spoils? I don't like that. Yeah, ItsYee, I mean, the bounty hunter can be a counter to the Marauder, but ItsYee isn't, like, taking steps to thin, really, so I would like to be playing the Marauder as a Marauder, because the runes are going to hurt. So let's see, are we getting more gold or are we getting an action? We're getting a Jester. Well, that's not the one I would have picked. 6P. I mean, I think a 3rd university is fine, but I would rather have... Okay, Old Witch is reasonable. I would rather have an upgrade. slimharpo hasn't invested in thinning at all. This should be a good turn for slimharpo. University to gain Old Witch. University to gain... Oh, what? Oh, ugh. Yeah, it skips out on 2 5 costs to gain a gold. That's a sad time. What a sad time. Yeah, the thing is that, I mean, I guess you can always play University as sheep, and then it's a silver, but, like, University is a lot worse if you're not investing in actions and you're investing in money because you're not likely to line your university up with your terminal actions, in particular Old Witch, if you flood your deck with treasures. I mean, obviously at some point you're going to need to be able to buy provinces, but I think you don't need a ton of treasure to do that. You want to be drawing your deck and just playing, you know, a handful of treasures at most. I mean, you can potentially leverage Bounty Hunter, you know, Patron and or Jester, maybe even Oasis for some of that money as well. Marauder, as long as you got one, you can use the spoils and then it stays out of your deck, so it becomes easier to draw. See, buys a Marauder now. That seems very strange to me. I don't know what. I mean, there are 3 provinces left. You got a thick deck. I don't really know what that's intended to accomplish. Slimharpo really hammering on the Old Witches. So slight points lead for Slimharpo. Both players, because of the relative lack of thinning, are not like easily able to buy provinces. ItsYee has then 2 cards, which when you open Bounty Hunter, I don't know, that's pretty sad. That looks like Exile Potion to me. I don't think you want it in your deck at this point. Although, I think... No, Exile's Silver. Okay, I guess it works, but when are you buying University at this point? I don't know that ItsYee ever did pick up a University. I think Slimharpo may have all 3. So once again, ItsYee, I think, has had a little bit more coherent of an approach. Not necessarily what I would have done, but is more committed to the approach that they're taking than Slimharpo. Like, went in from like a money-focused strategy and didn't spend as much time deviating into universities and gaining actions off of those universities. Like, if you're going to do I think get University is worth doing here, but if you're going to do it, I think you need to commit to the strategy, not do something that's kind of in between. So yeah, ItsYee with another win. Goes up 3-0. Although, I mean, having said that, like, things like buying an estate, I mean, there's still very clear areas of improvement that ItsYee could look at, even within the context of the strategy that they've taken. Okay, so here we've got a village. We've got draw. They don't have any real synergy between each other. Why is a Night Watchman? What is the goal of that? To hit 5? Huh. I don't think what the odds of that were. You top deck 4 coppers, and then you've added a non-copper card to your deck. So you have 3 coppers in the remaining 7 cards. So 3/7 chance of hitting 5. Not a big fan of that. I'd rather just go like Silver Poacher, provide Treasurer that way. I'm hoping Treasurer is the goal here. Treasure is the only trashing on the board and a very strong card in general. Capital? I don't really understand that. Wait, they both did the Night Watchman thing. Okay, slimharpo gets a Den of Sin. Well, I prefer that to the capital. But the actual draw did not work out nearly so well for slimharpo. Yeah, just leave that on top. Or if you top deck that or not. Lighthouse? I don't really know what Lighthouse is doing on this board. I guess if somebody gets Strangpools, maybe you don't want them discarding your top deck cards, but... Alright, so slimharpo just going in for money again here. The gold. Oh my gosh, that is an early province. Holy crap! Nobody wants a treasure. I don't understand. It's got +3 coins on it, right? Like it works well in a money strategy. Treasure, you can trash your low value treasures, specifically your coppers, early on, and still have like pretty good tempo with it. And then you can take the key, and then you just have like you're more reliably hitting your price points. And then it's late in the game, you can pull treasures back out of the trash to further smooth out your money. So I'm really surprised that neither of them won a treasure. Artisan also looks quite good here. Being able to gain Hunting Lodges, Treasures, and Dens of Sin. I mean, I said there wasn't any synergy between Hunting Lodge and Den of Sin, and in and of itself, that is true. But you can potentially play, Hunting Lodge as your village, Treasurer as your payload, Scrying Pool as your draw, and maybe you don't even do Den of Sin. You probably do want to play with some Dens of Sin, though. But you're going to need the plus buy from Capital to really take advantage of all the money you can get off of Treasure. Maybe you get Canal. There's also Ferry. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on this board. With the plus buy, you could potentially Ferry Scrying Pool, get a potion, and then like with your capital you can buy a potion, or sorry, with your capital and a Scrying Pool. I mean, that is 2 cards, but you can buy a Scrying Pool plus something else without necessarily needing to take on the debt to afford it. Or you Ferry, something else like Hunting Lodge. I don't know. This just seems like there's a lot of stuff that you could be doing here, and sad that neither of them are you're interested in trying. Although slimharpo did pick up an Artisan, I see. That's something. So here gains a duchy. Oh no. Oh no. Top deck's a duchy. Well, I guess the Night Watchman can discard it. Oh no. Doesn't discard the coppers. Oh no. Canal, sure. And then 3 debt to buy a poacher. Ugh. At least piles probably won't empty, so poacher won't ever be discarding. I see you can just stay in debt and buy a province here. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Don't buy like a pearl diver though. Don't do it. Okay. Let's see whether ItsYee thinks discarding coppers is a good idea. Yep. Okay. Well, that's good. Coppers are... I mean, even in these decks, I don't think coppers are good cards. Pearl diver first. Nope. It wouldn't have mattered too much, but... Alright, well here, if you're going to get a duchy, you top deck the copper. Okay, good. More duchy purchases. Boy, these decks have a lot of green. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna do this, like, capital is not too bad because you know, the turn that you get it, you're gonna be able to buy something. And you're not gonna have to worry about, like, oh, I hit 3 to this turn, then I hit 4, and then, you know, especially when you have canal, you're gonna hit a price point, and then you can pay it off on the turn where you probably don't have much money. Like, in general, I don't think of capital as a good money card because it doesn't... I mean, it does do some smoothing, but it lowers your overall money density. But I guess if your deck is really clogged with green, the smoothing might be more important. The smoothing effect might be more important than the decrease in your money density. I mean, honestly, I don't play decks like that often enough to even have a strong opinion on it, but it does look like the artisan is putting in some work for slimharpo here. The counterpoint to what I was just saying. Oh, risky province from ItsYee. Huh. I mean, it's not surprising that slimharpo would miss province, but you know, there's obviously going into 4 debt. You got to pay that off before you can even buy duchy, let alone province. I would have expected double duchy in that situation, especially because you get to double up on your canal discount if you're buying 2 duchies relative to buying a province. slimharpo had canal. They'd have the win right now. As it is, I assume they'll buy duchy and still be in pretty good shape. I guess ItsYee doesn't even play the capital this time. I don't actually think I agree with that. I think ItsYee needed to take a duchy there. Oh, did I miscount? Or did slimharpo did get canal. Oh, I just didn't notice that happen. Okay. So slimharpo is on the board. Okay, and we're on to game number 5. We've got goons. I think given that, like, if I think, well, that plus Ghost Ship means, in my mind, you're going to want to do minion stuff, like, for sure. You need mountain villages, you need minions, and then some goons. And I don't think you really want... There's no trashing, which makes this whole situation a lot more awkward. Oh, there's Trader? Well... turning stuff into silvers. I mean, silver is better than Hovel, it's better than Necropolis, it's better than Overgrown Estate. You can trash your coppers. So I guess that's not too bad. Actually, maybe silver isn't better than Necropolis here. It probably isn't. But it's better than Hovel and Overgrown Estate. Maybe it's not better than Hovel. It's better than Overgrown Estate. Okay, probably you don't get Trader. Unless your opponent gets Marauder, then you might want to consider getting a Trader, I suppose. Or you just get your own Marauder, one of the two, or both. Let's see if ItsYee goes in for minions here. I think the Relic attack actually could be pretty relevant if you're playing minions. I mean, it's going to be annoying to try to actually play the Relic, but if you're playing minions, but like if you... well, actually, wait. Yeah, draws 4 cards. It's not draws... So, if you hit them with the minion... Granted, Goons is going to discard them down anyway, if you have that. But, yeah, the minion attack... and the Relic attack do work together. Like, you can discard them from 5 to 3 without needing to play Goons. Which could be relevant with limited trashing. Slimharpo gets a Ghost Ship. That's a reasonable first 5 as well. I think I prefer Minion for cycling reasons, but it's reasonable. I would definitely Scouting Party here. I would definitely not Delve. You got 3 junk cards in your hand that you want to miss the shuffle. And Scouting Party gives you a reasonable shot of hitting a good price point next turn. Oh, Changeling, interesting. Well, yeah, that's... Changeling could be good, but right now your odds of lining it up are not great. Actually, with a minion and... Oh, no, wait, but didn't get a minion, got Relic yet. Never mind. Actually, yeah. Changeling's terrible for ItsYee right now. I mean, I guess you could gain a mountain village, but... Yeah, I don't like to play. Are we going to see another Changeling here? No, just a silver. Yeah, I don't like that either. Just picking up another mountain village here, I think, is probably fine. You kind of need a lot of them. I mean, you gotta need to hit 5 at some point, but the Ghost Ship should help with that. Trader, okay. We'll see what Slimharpo does with the Trader. I can see the Trader doing work here. Hopefully ItsYee is going to pick up a Goons here. Yeah, okay, good. We're not going for golds. That's good. We should not be buying golds in this game. I really hope. Another mountain village. I think Slimharpo's up 3-1 in mountain villages, which could be relevant depending on how they build this. Only hits 3. I think that's just a Scouting Party, honestly. Like all these silvers. Can't get rid of them. And they do not help you play your Goons. Which, I mean, admittedly, Slimharpo doesn't have a Goons right now, but... Definitely feels like the players aren't really looking at Scouting Party as an option. Which I think they very much should be. Scouting Party, you know, I mean, you're not thinning your deck anyway. Scouting Party is going to help you deal with that. I mean, it's a lot worse when you play goons, obviously, but that hasn't been relevant to this point. Just trash a copper here, please. Don't trash a silver into more silvers. No, oh, no, no. Oh no, oh no, and now you can't buy goons. Oh no. Well, buy minion maybe? Another ghost ship. Okay. I mean, that is a way to draw Mountain Village ghost ship. It's just not going to be reliable here. I mean, minion draw isn't... Like, if it weren't for goons, minion wouldn't be that exciting on this board either because of the 4 thinning options, but with goons, you really just want to find your goons. Okay, so ItsYee manages to turn a changeling into a goons. That's very nice. Very nice. Gotta be another mountain village for Slimharpo. Marauder. Well, I mean, there is an argument for Marauder, but hey, a minion! Let's go! And we can play it this turn with Mountain Village. Alright, I would definitely be playing Ghost Ship here and not Trader. Well, yeah. Five is enough to buy a minion. Or another ghost ship. And again, I mean that's fine. It's not what I would be doing, but it's fine. All right, that seems like yeah, a clear minion pickup. I could see the argument for picking up the relic. Certainly, that's what you do now. I guess you're never actually gonna be able to pick up the relic. Or sorry, you're never gonna get the relic attack out before you play minion. Now that I think about it, so what I was saying about the minion relic interaction was wrong earlier. You get what you can do. Oh no. Well, delve. No, no, no! Don't buy coppers. No, no. Anyway, yeah. What you end up doing really is just denying them the ability to re-increase their hand size or to draw their own 4 cards off of their own minions if they have them. It doesn't block the Mountain Village draw from the discard pile, interestingly. Because that is not drawing a card. That is putting a card from your discard pile into your hand. If you can't do it, then it does block that draw. Minion? Ghost ship? Alright. ItsYee should just pick up another goons here. Slimharpo, just keep buying those mountain villages. Not a second Marauder. Oh no. Gold? No, 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 no. We don't want gold on this board. No, no. Goons. Goons. Your goons. Alright, here I would top deck, yeah, Estate Necropolis and buy Scouting Party as ItsYee. I'm expecting to happen, but that's what I would do. Estate? Oh my lord. Why would you buy Estate? Goodbye, scouting party. Goodbye, nothing. These would both be much better options. Delve would also be a better option. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it would still be a better option. Plays trader before. Whoa! Whoa! What? I was gonna say plays trader before ghost ship. That's a mistake because you have another terminal that you want to play and not have another village. But whoa, trash your ghost ship? Why? I want silver. I want ghost ship. You can draw, so you can find the goons that you haven't bought yet. Well, province incoming, I would assume. If this trend holds, ItsYee should win this game going away. Because of having. Oh no, Delve does not give you goons points. No! No, what is happening? No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, at this point, I guess we've transitioned to the phase where we're doing the same things that we done on all the other boards, which is like buy golds, buy duchies, buy provinces. Disappointing, but based on the early plays that one or both players were looking to do something a little bit more advanced than that, but looks like not. Oh man, buying gold over goons though. Feels so bad. Hey, Changeling can gain a minion. You can even play Ruin Market for plus buy, not that it matters. Just once I would like to see somebody buy a scouting party, but I'm expecting a delve. Yeah. I mean, you do get the changeling out of it. I just don't know that you have a good enough chance of finding good cards with your changelings for that to be even worth it. Like, if you were to, they've been started buying golds, right? And if you turn changeling into gold instead of taking a silver, like, how much value is that really giving you? Like, yeah, gold is a better card to have in your deck than silver, but you get the silver immediately. You get the gold, like, well, not immediately, but at the point at which you draw, the silver versus the changeling, like the changeling does nothing for you that turn. Then you have to go back through your deck before you draw that gold, and it produces one more coin than the silver would have done. That turn, but like between the two turns, it still produced fewer coins, produced 3 versus 4. Once you go through your deck another time, now it's 6 versus 6. Then you go through your deck another time, and now the gold has produced more coins. It's just not like a strong move at all if you're turning the changeling into gold. So you really want to be getting those changelings if you're able to do something more exciting than that with it. I mean, in fairness, like I do think there's a place on this board for using Delve to gain changelings. I just don't think that place is in the decks that they've built. Oh, hey, ItsYee picks up another goons. Nice. I approve. And we'll have an opportunity to pick up and play it right now. Probably the best option with that mountain village. I mean, I wouldn't be... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cards. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ghost Ship picked up or... Oh. Okay, well, I mean, getting another mountain village is only useful if you're going to pick up Ghost Ship or... Wait, okay. Sure. Silver. No, Delve does not give you goons points. No! It doesn't work. Gosh, that's so much copper. And you're working with 3-card hands a significant amount of the time. Copper's really bad. And we're back to gold. I mean, the good news is that copper does more for your turns than, you know, province does. And ItsYee has 16 points in VP chips. So, you know, they're going to be more easily able to, like, which is, I mentioned as a demonstration of the fact that slimharpo has more green in their deck. So that ItsYee should be better able to continue to score points. Whether because of the goons, I mean, obviously, or because of being able to green more comfortably. That's the route that they choose. Does anybody trash their hovel? Yes, they did both. I didn't notice. Mine is a silver. Scouting party. It's got to be you pick up mountain villages. No? Why not? Pick up all... I mean, you got a ghost ship in hand. You don't know what you're going to draw with it. Just pick up all the mountain villages first. And then play the ghost ship and see what you want to do with it. With the other mountain villages. Or, well, with the last mountain village, I should say. I actually didn't realize slimharpo had given out 4 ruins. That could have an impact here. Or could already be having an impact, I should say. Ruins are generally worse than province. Please gain a minion and not a ghost ship. Good. So ItsYee really needs to find those goons, which in my opinion means picking up minion and playing minion for coins, minion for discard. I mean, the alternative is picking up Ghost Ship, but then whatever, like if you don't draw another relic, no, that's not the way. You gotta find your goons. That's how you get close the points gap. So slimharpo, I mean, slimharpo really should pick up the other mountain villages, but I guess it wasn't going to matter. Well, they could have. No, it wasn't going to matter. All right, will ItsYee take the risk and buy a province? Yes. Slimharpo can afford a duchy. ItsYee can't afford much of anything. In before Delve Estate. Traitor? What's that gonna do? Okay, so ItsYee's got a chance here. The Goons points by duchy and actually duchy estate. Distant lands? No! What? You're not gonna get to play that? Oh, you're gonna get to play this one, and that could make a difference. I would go with top deck distant lands as oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. This is because you might need that Goons attack to prevent slimharpo from buying the last province, but too late for such considerations. Slimharpo trying to make the 3-0 run back and tie this match up. One game to go. Two-minute break. All right, well then I will be back shortly. Okay, we're back. And I just noticed something that apparently they played the first 3 games slimharpo started, and the last 3 games ItsYee started, which I guess works. And that also means, I believe, that we are seeing a lot of first player advantage, which I hadn't actually realized. Anyway, so on this board we've got Ambassador. So we'll see if anybody does anything with that. If they do, I would expect them to win handily. There's also Moneylender for trashing. Opening Ambassador Moneylender is a little awkward. There's also Lucky Coin. Yeah, kind of like that. Buying Pageant on 4 and then get the Ambassador. ItsYee goes for Fool. Ooh. Oh, wait, sorry. Was it second player advantage the whole time? Oh. Huh. Well, that's weird. So slimharpo with the opportunity to return 2 estates here, which is very nice. ItsYee with a pretty solid set of boons there. I guess Mountain's Gift isn't so great. Means an Ironworks. I guess that's alright. I mean, you can use that to gain a bunch of border villages. I mean, border guards. That's what you want to do. Wait a minute. Oh, Lucky Coin. I was gonna say somebody should have gotten Bath's points, but no. I would argue, or I would at least consider not. Well, no, I'd probably just buy a border guard there as Slim Harpo. Slim Harpo buys an estate. I mean, silver. Yeah, I mean that's all right. Like given the way these players have played, not surprising. And I think, you know, honestly, this board. I mean, there's no real draw to speak of. It's going to be hard to line up any plus buys, so like a single province approach is honestly not ridiculous. What? The turn 4 duchy? Holy crap! Okay, Slim Harpo is going to get a nomad camp, though. But yeah, one of the reasons I would be buying Border Guard is because of Lucky Coin. Like, even if you're going for a money-focused thing, you're going to get your silvers from Lucky Coin. You don't need to buy them. Border Guard will help you find your ambassador faster, get over other bad cards faster, so... Province or gold? I mean, I'm predicting province, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Border Guard gold, I think, would actually be pretty reasonable. Double Ironworks? Yeah, I'm not really seeing that one. We'll see what they do with the Ironworks. So, interesting. ItsYee discards hand for a gold rather than using Lucky Coin for a silver. I mean, I guess that's probably fine. Well, obviously you discard the Fool here. Fool's a dead card in your deck. Be interested to see what Slim Harpo does with the Ambassador this turn. I mean, Ambassador 2 coppers is pretty obvious, but neither player has seemed particularly concerned with getting rid of their coppers so far in this match. Obviously, there was a lot of buying of coppers with goons last game, though that was from ItsYee. Nomad camp again? Oh no. Okay. So, Slim Harpo unfortunately doesn't have Pageant. Wasn't able to get a coffer there. You see, once again, I feel like Slim Harpo is not committing to the strategy that they looked like they were going for, and that's going to hurt them. Like, so normally, you know, I would say like, oh yeah, Ambassador, if somebody does that, one player does that, the other player doesn't, you know, the player that does it should, you know, handily win the game. But the problem is that Slim Harpo has not invested in seeing that through. They have not tried to build a thin deck that's playing Ambassador a lot. They've only played Ambassador twice. You know, that's just not going to make enough of a difference necessarily. I mean, it still might help, or it still should help, but it's not going to help to the extent that it is capable of doing. Ironworks gaining an estate. Oh my. I just really hope that that strategy isn't rewarded. Really doesn't deserve to be. Oh no, Slim Harpo gets a duchy. Oh no. Name's gift. Doesn't take it. Oh my gosh. We don't trash coppers unless it's with Moneylender, I guess. Who got a border guard? I don't remember that happening. I'm also a little confused why both players seem to have an affinity for Night Watchman, but were not interested in Scouting Party last game. I don't know if it's like... I mean, Scouting Party is admittedly less flexible than Night Watchman, but it doesn't take up space in your deck, so... In a lot of cases, it's better. Discarding a silver to gain... Tell me it's not yet another Nomad Camper in Ironworks. Border Guard. Sure. Night Watchman, maybe. Another Ironworks. Oh my gosh. What are we doing with all these Ironworks? I mean, Baths is not normally a strong landmark, but, you know, on a board where you're buying duchies early, like, Baths is 2 points to duchies 3, and it doesn't go in your deck. Like, just do that. You can get pageant coffers, too. You can buy pageant and get Baths points, so long as you're not playing your lucky coin. Or your Ironworks, if you have those. And Will-O-Wisp is the best card you can top deck out of like 20 cards. Not entirely Inspire. ItsYee also bought Pageant, took a coffer at the beginning of the game, and I think that's been it. Like, I don't think... Oh, okay, they just got another one. They haven't spent the coffer, and they hadn't gained another one until... Oh no, Moneylender with no copper. That's actually remarkable, given that I think they have 9 copper in their deck. Will-O-Wisp might draw one, of course. Or not. Regard. Whoa. Just want all the duchies. All the duchies. Here comes another one. Maybe. I guess, I don't know how ItsYee feels about spending offers. Oh my gosh, I remember State again. Another Moneylender? Can't imagine what that's intended to do. That actually looks like a fine hand. You can buy Province, get a coffer, and play Night Watchman. It's pretty good. And that was in service of what exactly? Didn't need the coin. Why not just... I guess we just don't want border guards. Must be the reason. I hadn't actually thought about this part of it yet, but it occurs to me that also a deck that's trying to abuse Ambassador is going to be able to take better advantage of baths too. Because you're going to have some turns where you just throw cards at your opponent and don't do anything else. But what the situation in which we actually find ourselves is that we're down to the last two provinces. ItsYee has built up 4 coffers. It's pretty notable. Slimharpo has to take Duchy here. Probably is going to take Estate as well, I would think. Although the Estate doesn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, so now... well, clearly ItsYee should discard Fool for the boon. I could actually see the argument at this point for, yeah, keeping the Ironworks around and playing it to gain Estate. It might actually be correct. Okay, well, I was going to say it might actually be correct to just pass here and take the Baths points, which are worth more than an Estate, but no, we're just going to ignore Baths. Just going to ignore it. And Slimharpo with an even worse play in that regard, because at least ItsYee got 2 points out of those 2 Estates. Slimharpo got 1 point instead of 2, and put a bad card into their deck. Rough stuff. So ItsYee looks like is deciding to gamble on buying Province here. And given that they gained a silver. I mean, maybe they just didn't want to empty the Estates. I don't know. I don't think emptying the Estates would really like hurt at this point. Yep. All right, so Slimharpo is very unlikely to be able to afford Province this turn by playing like Ironworks to gain Estate or something like that. Probably ought to buy Pageant and take Baths points, but I certainly don't expect that play. No. All right, let's see if somebody realizes that Baths points are a thing now. What? Did ItsYee oh no. ItsYee just top decked a gold for their opponent when a province ends the game. Why? Okay, that is probably game winning. Discard Estate, Night Watchman, play Border Guard. Nope. Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Nope, 1 coin short. Oh, somebody got Baths points. Oh, Slimharpo. Let's go. Okay, good job. ItsYee's not paying attention. Don't leave the Night Watchman on top. You gotta be able to buy Province. Alright, well, Slimharpo should certainly Ambassador Copper, buy Pageant, take Baths. We'll see if... Nope. Did Slimharpo not realize that they got Baths points? Because they did get Baths points this turn. What did they have in hand? 2 silvers. Yeah, I mean, maybe they just... I don't know. And ItsYee has Pageant. If you want to hit Province, you shouldn't spend all of your coins so that you can... There we go. Oh no, but the Ironworks! Oh no! No Baths points. Oh, this is so frustrating. Alright. I think Slimharpo just... Yeah, Slimharpo just took Baths points with 6 coins in hand. So maybe they've realized What's up? ItsYee still hasn't figured it out. Although I still would have liked slimharpo to buy Pageant and store up a coffer, but and it's not going to matter because ItsYee is able to buy the last province. Oh, that was rough. Well, yeah, that was it's definitely interesting. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised at how they were playing this. Like, this is like is sort of what you expect to see with lower level Dominion. I guess it's been long enough since I've seen that kind of play that it still like was pretty jarring for me. It's almost hard for me to you know, point to specific things they should be doing differently because their fundamental approach to the game is like so different that I would really want to start with just some of the basic building blocks stuff first. So I'm probably not going to do this again with like a match that's this far down in the tiers. If I were going to do like a lower level match, I'd probably pick something from like, I don't know, E or F maybe. But you know, it was good to get a sense for it. Maybe I could try one in G and see how that compares. Maybe at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again for one of my own matches in League or the Friendly Mix coming up. So until then.